The contract that you're going to sign for the purchase of that house is the contract to the most important transaction of your life. And you better make sure that you have included every single item into that contract that you want to be able to address at a later date.
Read the contract. Ask the questions that need to be asked.
You may want to have a lawyer review that contract with you before you sign it.
If you don't understand something, ask it.
Take your time. It's not something that needs to be rushed into, and make sure you've covered every single concern you have.
If you signed it and you didn't understand it and there's a problem, we all know what they're going to say is, well, is that your signature? Yes. And you had the opportunity to read it, didn't you?
You're not going to be able to say, but my real estate agent said this, or the seller said that.
This is it. If it's not in writing, it didn't happen. No oral promises can override this contract.
Once you've signed that contract, if those promises aren't a part of that contract, it's too bad.
So it's much better to take all oral promises and say, well, you know, since you told me you're going to fix that after signing it, why don't we just write that right into the contract?
If it would upset you that there are going to be less than 12 recessed lights in any given room, because that's your office and you really need good light for that, make sure that's in the contract.
You can handwrite it in, put your initials next to it, have them put their initials next to it.
If they're not willing to do that, you should say, well, wait a minute, why are you making all these promises to me, but you're not willing to include those things into the contract?
They are going to whip that contract out if you go to court, and if it doesn't contain that oral agreement in writing in the contract, you're going to have a big fight on your hands.
It's all about what's in that contract, so take your time and be careful.
You can protect yourself
because you want to avoid a lawsuit.
If you don't know how the system works, you're not going to do as well.